5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Where were we?
We were talking about how to cope with mental health issues.
Here we go with the mental health issue stuff again.
I mean, it's a big thing now, right?
It's a popular thing. It's just like being gay and being black.
Right.
Because obviously everybody wants to be black. Hey, that's how we're going to tie into that appropriation and stuff. Everybody wants to be black, gay, or mentally retarded.
Mentally challenged.
Or mentally challenged, yeah. That's right. I don't think you can't say retarded.
No.
Yeah, that's not what I meant. It is what I meant, but that's not what I wanted to say. Yeah. So I take that back. Mental health issues. What happens if you take mental out of that? Like, stop specifying
health issues.
Yeah. I'm like part of cancel culture. I don't want to specify. Let's not specify like people and shit in categories. Like, you just got health issues. Like, how does that sound? How does that ring off? Like,
it sounds. I don't know. I guess it sounds the same. It's a health issue.
like, so imagine I was single. I'm trying to talk to you, and we're talking, and I'm on social media. I'm with the shits. I know what's going on. Unfortunately, I'm not gay, so I'm not popular. I'm not part of LBGT Q. But I have mental health issues. But let's say I'm gonna not say mental. Imagine I'm talking to you and I let you know, like, I got health issues. Because I honestly think it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to talk about mental health issues. Like, I got mental health issues. But what if it was just health issues? You wouldn't never tell nobody, like, hey, I got health issues. Like, damn, like, why are we talking then? Like, you should fix that first, right?
Right. I've been like, "Whoa, you got diabetes?"
What's wrong with you? Like, this doesn't sound right.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, it definitely gives it a more serious tone, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I think we should stop talking about mental health issues. Because what happens is it takes away from the serious mental health issues. Like, think about the people that we know, like, something's wrong with this motherfucker.
right.
You can clearly see, like, they got mental health issues,
Right.
Yeah. So I just think that what happens is there are people who really are quietly suffering with things. And for those people, you got to get help. You know what I mean? And then that's another thing. When people talk about these mental health issues, they go, a lot of times I hear people say that, I don't know if they went to the doctor.
Right. That was my thing, is like, what are your mental health issues? And how do you know that that's what it is?
Yeah. Let me tell you a story. I thought I had mental health issues, but I had anger issues, and I was a big ass baby, and I didn't realize it. I'll be playing I remember I was back, just going to work, coming home, playing video games, Madden in particular, competitively online all the time, like 300, 400 games. It was just ridiculous. Sometimes when I look at it, I'm like, I got no life, I really got no life. But as I'm playing these games, I'm getting better and better, and I'm getting competitive at it, right? So I started to notice every time I would lose at Madden, I'll punch a hole in the wall. Like, it was embarrassing. I'm looking at myself like, damn, like, you're a grown-ass man. You punching holes in the wall? You breaking controllers? I'm going through controllers when I'm losing because the computer cheating. I'm doing all type of shit. And then one time, my wife was around, and when I was doing it, I was like, I just got, like, anger issues. I think I got problems. And she was like, no, I just think you're a big-ass baby. From that moment on, no more controllers were broken and no holes in the wall. But I started thinking, like, I ain't got no issue. My issue was with maybe my job. Wasn't happy with my job. And I found a way through the video game to take out my anger, through a fucking video game. When I really needed to fix the problem was direction, like a real concrete direction in my life. All I had was a 9-to-5 job, and I'm coming home playing video games, and I'm losing at the job, and I'm losing at the video game. So it's like, nah, I could do something about losing at the video game. I could punch a hole in the wall. I could break a controller. If my boss didn't talk to me the right way, I can't backslap him.
You can't punch him in the face.
Right, I can't punch him in the face. You got to hold in all of that, and I'm very capable. Like, I know I would have won if I did that. You know what I mean? So, but I'm not saying that you do stuff like that, but that's the way I took it out.
So once you found out that you were a big ass baby,
right?
What did you do? Did you continue to play video games and not throw the controller when you lost, or did you stop playing video games?
I kept playing video games, but gradually, if I was ready to do something like that, like like I was slowly weighing off of that. But it was only after I found something else. Like it wasn't just cold turkey. Like damn, my wife said that made sense. Let me stop. I just wouldn't do it when she was around. You understand what I'm saying? But then when I actually found like a purpose and something I was looking for and looking towards and a goal, it made me throwing a controller against a wall and punching a hole in the wall because I got mad at a fucking game and made that shit seem real silly. Like here at that point, now I'm studying about real estate. Like, oh, yo, this is really a way out, way out. And then like you start to just feel embarrassed about doing some of that dumb shit that you were doing because so I just matured. Not to make a long story short, I probably would have considered that a mental health issue. But like, was it?
I think I do. I think I would consider it a mental health issue because I think that a lot of people that suffer from certain mental health issues, for example, depression, use those type of escapes like video games, watching Netflix, TV, social media,
Right.
which actually happen to make those things worse, right? Because you said it yourself. Once you realize
Yeah.
that, damn, maybe it's because I'm not happy elsewhere,
Right.
which means that you were unhappy.
Right.
And
Big
you
time.
were taking it out on the game. It made you act different.
Right. No, but guess what? I'm lucky because I was punching holes in a wall and breaking controllers. Now imagine somebody has the same issues and they're watching Netflix and chilling. There's no telltale sign like, yo, something's wrong with me.
Right.
The telltale sign with me was my apartment getting fucked up because I'm punching holes in the wall. I got anger issues. I'm breaking controllers. Why?
Right.
I can't see myself doing that now. But but seriously, like fuck it. Maybe I could see myself getting angry now and going to rage and then breaking something because that's what I like to do when I get angry. Like, but I don't break things. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I just want to feel something when I get angry. I just want to feel
I
something.
think you want to let it out.
Yeah, I want to let it out. I want to feel something. So that's how I interpret it. But is that necessarily if it is a mental health issue, I think that's quite common. You understand? It's like,
Right.
okay, mental health issue. All right, get on with your life. Like, grow up, figure it out, and move on.
Exactly.
But did I go to a doctor to diagnose that? No. So, like, we don't know. You know, so we're just guessing it could be.
Yeah, we don't.
Right. But most people, when they start talking about mental health issues, like, it's not diagnosed. It's like, what issue? If I had a health issue, after a while, you're going to say, well, what is it? Like, shit. Like, in my hypothetical, we're talking. You're like, yo, what is your health issue? That's weird. Like, what's wrong with you? Like,
Right.
that's not cool. What is your health issue? Like, you can say, I got diabetes. I got this, I got that. It's like, well, damn, you let off with that? Like, okay. Yeah. Not to say it's not serious, but so how do you really feel about like mental health issues? Like, is it like a trendy thing? Is this just like
I think that it is definitely trendy. I think that people are making it, I wouldn't say a bigger deal than what it is, because I think mental health issues is a big deal if you're really suffering from them. But it's like they just want to throw it out there. Like, I have mental health issues. And it's like, okay, now I'm cool. Now I'm special. Versus I have mental health issues. Let me go to the doctor and see if I really do have this issue.
right.
And do something about it.
Right.
That's not what happens, though. It's like I have mental health issues. So it's like, I'm cool.
Yeah. The problem I have with it is like, this is me personally because I care about what people think. I don't want anybody to think I'm trying to be like with the shits, like with the it crowd. So that's why I wouldn't do it because I don't want to like anything that sounds cliche. I stay away from all of it because if everybody could say it, then it's like, and I don't really think people are intelligent like that, like just naturally intelligent. It's like, nah, you find intelligent people. Like everybody else is pretty much standard.
Right.
I don't want to like say stuff that standard motherfuckers say. Like I feel weird. And standard people talk about mental health issues. I'd rather say, yo, I'm batshit fucking crazy. You understand? I'd rather, you know what I mean? I want something, but mental health issues like, that's cliche. Everybody says that.
Right.
You're common. Common guy. Like I told you, if I was purple, a different race, a different, nobody likes purple people, right? To make myself seem more American, there's a couple of things that I think I could do. I could become part of the LGBTQ community. Or I have mental health issues. Think about it. You may laugh, right? So you may not mess with me. You may not fuck with me because I'm purple. Like you're whatever skin color, whatever you are. You don't fuck with purple people. I don't do it.
This
But you can't. Say if I said this right. You can't not fuck with me if I'm purple and I'm gay. Now you're being fucked up.
Now you have a whole community behind you.
Right. So you see what I'm saying? You
Like,
can't
yo.
not mess with me because I'm purple and I have mental health issues. Now it's like, yo, what do you got against people that got mental health issues?
Right.
I got mental health
Now
issues.
it's like
I'm,
you got
I'm
something.
American. I got something. That's what it's feeling like more and more. Like, right? Yo, I got something.
Right.
You know?
It's like a way to relate to everyone.
Right.
Like,
Right.
Yo, I'm with you. We all have mental health issues.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, mental health issues. Oh, you got it. You got mental health issues too? Hey, yo, you know what's crazy? And I would say I hope I'm not triggering anyone, but you know, I do care, but I care more about saying what I gotta say. I'm willing to bet there are 2 people that's out there that think because they got mental health issues, they got some shit in common.
They have a bond. They have a mental health issue bond.
They get together and shit because they both got mental health issues that they don't know about.
that haven't been diagnosed.
That haven't been diagnosed, haven't went to the doctor, no medication. But it's like, yeah, you got mental health issues too? Yo, me too. Let's watch Netflix and chill.
Yes, that's it. Let's cope
Let's cope. Yeah.
together.
There you go. Oh, speaking of coping, that's another thing. Maybe we should glorify the coping and not necessarily the
issues.
Can I say sulking? Like, yeah.
Right.
We should glorify the coping. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? How do people like they glorify the problem and they don't get together and make solutions? Like, you always people talking about, I got mental health issues. The only thing they say is mental health issues. That's just cliche as hell. Like, yo.
And it stops there.
It
It's
stops
like,
right
all
fucking
now
there.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm cool now.
Mental health issues. All right. Oh, shit. Damn. Like, you know.
It's like, okay, so what's next?
Yeah, what's next? That's commonplace now. Like you
Right.
said, that's easy. That's standard. Everybody has that now. That's just, we all know that now. Like, you know what I mean? 2022, everybody has mental health issues.
Right.
Yeah. So you gotta let me know. Like, you gotta throw the S behind it now. I have serious mental health issues.
Make it even more special.
I got serious mental health issues. That's how you gotta say it. Like, you can't, because people say it nonchalant. Like, yeah, blah, 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 I went to school, did this. Like, you know, I got mental health issues, so I do this, da, 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 blah, blah, blah. It's like, wait a minute. What the fuck do you mean?
Like, you just squeeze that in
Just
there.
gonna throw that in there real quick. But if you try to squeeze in, yeah, blah, 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 I just went to school, go to work, boom, boom, boom. I got serious mental health issues. Blah, blah, blah.
Like, whoa.
Yo, pause.
Serious ones?
Serious mental health issues. Now, you probably went to the doctor in the hospital and you figured your shit out.
Right.
So what is your prescription? Like, what do they do for it? What do you do for it?
Right.
Like I said, if you take mental out of it and you walk around and say you got health issues, people gonna be like, well, what is it?
Right.
Oh, well, what are you doing about it?
That's
Well, what did the
true.
doctor say?
Right. That's
Oh,
true.
what are you taking? Maybe I should, you know. But people
Right.
just say, oh, mental health issues, bro. And they sad with it too. When they say, I got mental health issues, man.
And the other person goes right along with it and believes him. Like, damn,
Yeah, me too.
person's suffering.
Right? Come on. I mean, yo, you got to justify that shit, man. Write a paragraph. Let us know exactly what it is. But then more than anything, if you want to talk about it, if you want to, let us know what your doctor said.
Right.
What did MD say?
Like, what are you going to do about this?
Yeah. And what did they say is your actual issue? Like, because anxiety, I mean, I know a lot of people that got anxiety, right?
I think I have anxiety.
I think I got
At times,
Yeah,
you know?
at times, yeah. It sparks up,
Right.
you know? Like, I got allergies right now. I'm doing a show. I'm so anxious not to sneeze and shit.
like,
My allergies, I'm like, oh, God, I don't want to fucking sneeze, you know? So do I have mental health issues because my anxiety is fucking with me?
I think, like you said, people need to focus more on how to cope with these issues versus making them such a big deal that now it's taking over your whole mentality. Like, it's mental health issues. Okay, maybe you might have them, but like, is it going to take over your whole mental?
I looked it up, you know, before we got on and came on the show. I looked it up, and then I did no more research after I looked it up. Because what I thought it was from, I thought it was so trivial. Because you see people with mental health issues, and they're scrolling on Instagram and social media. This seems so cliche that, okay, he's going to say it's because of social media. No, it's because of everything. It's everything. It's everything. Your Netflix, it's everything, man. Like, it's just bad. Like, I could see, like, for myself, I always claim, like, aesthetically pleasing. Like I'm not a fool. I got a mirror right there. I looked at like several times before I came on the show. I know I look good. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But even myself, I can go on Instagram and look at several people that I think look better, and then look back in that mirror and be like, yo, I don't look good at all. So imagine doing that and being ugly naturally. I'm just saying, because most people are standard. Most people are fucking standard.
Right.
You understand?
So let's say you're like out of shape.
Right. So you're taking your out of shape standard ass and you're going on Instagram. You only got 6 likes on your out of shape standard ass, right? And then now, because you're looking at things that are in shape, Instagram's algorithm said, oh, you want to see people that's in shape? Mm-hmm. I got you. I'm going to show you a bunch of people that's in shape on your Explore page all day for weeks. So now you're working out to get in shape. You want to feel better about you because you're naturally ugly. But now you got naturally beautiful people with augmented figures looking even better on your screen.
Photoshopped.
And then you mentally fucked up. Just like when I was talking to you today, I didn't realize, like, I don't want to say it, like the BO, like I might be a little burnt out, you know what I mean? Because of, just doing all this stuff. But I didn't want to say it because I don't want to make the truth. But when you started telling me about certain things that's been going on, I'm like, oh shit. Damn, that did happen. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I might be tired. Right. But that's the same thing. And I exaggerated by saying like you ugly or something like that. But no, you can be beautiful. You can look at these images and you can feel not as beautiful really quick.
Right.
So you can be confident and then feel not as confident. So imagine already starting off not confident and then you steady taking in that stuff.
Right. So what would you suggest?
Stop watching porn. That too. Listen, now back to the thing. Like, imagine you watching your favorite erotica, right? And you like watching certain women or certain men, whatever you are. But you can't get those people that you watch on the screen at all, period. You're a 4. You will never get with anybody you see on that type of screen. Unless you watch ugly porn. You watch ugly people fucking, like then you're good. Right. Because, it's in your realm. If you're 4, you want to watch 4s fucking. You don't want to watch 10s. Like, you're never going to get that. But you see that. You're never going to have access to that. But you always constantly watch it. Every single day you come and you watch it, But you're never going to have access to those type of people. Ever. And then you claim mental health issues. Like, duh, I would have the same issue too. I can't even look at the phone for too long because there's too much competition. And I know it, way too much competition. And they are better than you. 100% better than you. I don't know what they're doing to their bodies. I don't know what it is. They're better than you. Because you know what they have the way to doing? Good marketing. I don't know what it is they do because I'm not good at marketing, obviously. But they have a way of making shit look so normal, but a little bit above normal. Mm-hmm. And it's like, man, that shit is hard as hell, bro. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Sometimes when I work out, people tell me like, yo, I ain't trying to get really like you. I just want to just kind of like this maintain my shit. In my head, I'm like, nigga, you ain't never going to be like, you crazy. Are you crazy? I shouldn't even be working out this much. But, like I said that to say social media, Netflix, all of those things is just like, Netflix to me, you sit down and watch Netflix all day and you don't have nothing else going on. You are living your life vicariously through the characters. That's what I think.
Right. Exactly. So it's basically like they're living a fantasy through Netflix, Instagram, porn. And then when they have to go out and live their real lives, it's disappointing.
Very disappointing.
Like, oh shit, this life sucks.
Damn. There goes that guy I like in the porn videos. There go that type of girl like in the porn videos. You can't talk to them.
And I can never talk to them.
You got mental health issues. They don't want nobody with mental health issues. Like, no, I'm joking, but I feel like there's a lot of things that can come in a joke. It's like I'm not like poking fun and saying, oh, nobody has. No, it's not that. But too often people, like I think I've even claimed it because it sounds cool. No, real talk. And then I had ways of even justifying it, acting like they're real issues. I don't even know if that stuff I was telling you was real issue. But if I wanted to sound cool in front of Americans and stuff, I probably would be like, I'm in a crowd, I'm all like lonely, like, damn, nobody notices me here. I got mental health issues too.
Like, guys, I'm depressed.
I'm depressed, Standard stuff, man. Standard stuff.
Yeah, people need to find like a better way to deal with their reality because it's not going to fix itself. And by you watching Netflix or being on Instagram all day, your life isn't going to change.
Yeah. watching the porn. It's not. And I see that's why that shit's bad for you. It's all like it's unrealistic expectations.
Yeah, it's like basically having issues in your life and then choosing to smoke crack.
Man, crack?
Yes.
It's a crack.
Because it becomes an addiction. Like people are addicted to the screen. They can't wait to get home and turn that shit on.
Yeah, that shit feel. Oh my god. Yeah. And then look, don't get triggered. Like if you're gonna go watch Netflix right now, go ahead and watch your Netflix show.
Enjoy.
Because I ain't no doctor. She ain't no doctor. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Me neither.
I don't know. I'm just making. I like to call it like ignorant, educated, somewhat observations. That's
Right.
all.
A theory.
Know? And I think they're pretty plausible. Some of them, they're plausible.
Right.
You know.
Try it. Maybe they could try not watching Netflix and see how it goes.
Oh, but what else would they do? What else would you suggest them do? That's the thing.
I would suggest reading a book.
Oh, come on, yo. Ain't nobody read no book.
Creating content versus watching content. Working out.
Okay, I'll give you the working out. Everybody can work out. Because everything else you said, I'm not going to lie. I'm burnt out from all of those things. Content, like being creative and actually doing stuff besides watching Netflix. It burns you out, makes you tired. Are you kidding me?
So
I'm just trying to play devil's advocate right here. Like,
I mean, the same people that sit there and watch Netflix and scroll through their phone claim that they're tired too.
are you serious?
Yeah, they're too tired to go do these things.
That's interesting. That's interesting, yo. Wow.
I'm telling you, I've heard it. Like, oh, I'm tired. I'm going to just go home and watch some Netflix and, take it down. You never heard anyone say that?
I hear a lot of people say that. This actually scared me. Yeah. At least go to the gym. At least go to the gym and then go home, watch Netflix, and take it down and do the same thing over again tomorrow.
I would say at least start with one thing. Add like one productive thing.
But Giselle, you know what? Sometimes I feel guilty that I actually have things to do besides watch Netflix and chill. Like, I really feel guilty because it's like I'm lucky to have like a brain that thinks that way. I'm glad you're about to school me, but I just feel like I'm lucky. Like, I think it's very difficult. We're making it seem like it's so easy.
I guess it's not easy because it's glorified. That life is glorified.
Netflix and chill, glorified?
Yes. Hello. You haven't seen the memes? Netflix and chill?
Yeah.
The couples just seeming like they having a great time.
Yeah.
Netflix and chill. It's like, yo, that's the best life.
Right. And they have the cartoon character with a guy sitting on the bed and the ladies laying on the bed with just her panties
Real
on.
sexy.
Yeah, real sexy and panties on, just looking at
So you
Netflix
look at
and
it
chilling.
like, yo,
It's my
Netflix
life.
and chill is the way.
Right. Yeah.
But is it? How realistic is that? What would happen if you decided to Netflix and chill? Let's say for like a whole week.
I have mental health issues. I would definitely have mental health issues.
Exactly.
I couldn't do that. Torture for me would be, Ronald, stay in this room and just consume all day. Like this consume. I can't. It's too much for me. God damn. That's a good strategy. Like, not a strategy, but it's good, like something to try.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, they make it seem like it's so hard to do all these other things, but have they tried?
All right, so what would you suggest? It seems hard to me. I hope this thing's not peaking. It seems hard to me to oh, there's probably just my headphones. It seems hard to me to come up with a creative solution and goals to aim towards. Like, what do you do after you come towards go? Like, do you have to read? Like that sucks. So you're telling people, like, if I have something I want to do and I have a goal and I want to start my own business, right? So how would I go about doing that?
Definitely reading.
Fuck.
Definitely reading.
Yo, I'm not about to tell
How
nobody.
are you going to educate yourself on the things that you want to accomplish?
YouTube.
I mean, I don't know. Are you going to get all the information that you can get from a book from YouTube? I mean, it could start you off, I guess.
She said it could
You
start you
can
off.
learn things from YouTube. I would say.
All right. So YouTube. I guess like if you can't read, it's a different story, right? Because then you have to like, I don't know the answer to that. Like yo, I just can't read. I look at words and I don't know what they mean. Like they look like
You
a
have
bunch
to
of letters.
go to school and probably get some classes on how to read.
No, for because so there you go. So okay, what if you just can't read?
What do you mean?
I don't know. All I'm saying is that I just think
Like
people
you're
can't.
illiterate?
Yeah,
Then
that'd
you
be.
would have to learn how to read.
Fuck. What I'm saying is, does all of the success and everything boil down to learning how to read?
I think that reading is fundamental. I know that sounds cliche,
Yeah.
but every time you have to do something, it definitely requires you to read. If you're driving, you have to read the signs.
Right.
If you are building something, a dresser, it requires you to read the instructions.
Right.
When you're cooking something, it requires you to read like, hey, the ingredients and stuff like that.
I'm playing devil's advocate the best I can because I agree with you 100%. I can tell when somebody's talking to me, I want to be like, all right, you stop talking. Just give me the video that you got that from and I'll watch them. Because you're doing a good job spitting what they were spitting, but I clearly know that's not your rhetoric. Mm-hmm. It just sound better if they could read. It's different because some people can't read, and I don't know that. I don't know if you can't read, but I'm talking about those that are able. If you read something and you spitting back to me what you read the best way you can,
Right.
oh man, that's now you coming up with creative ways to say it how you interpret. Like it just makes
We
it
learned that in
sound
school. Like
right.
you would read a story or whatever it was, and then the teacher would ask you to summarize it in your own words. That's all that is.
So all right, oh my God, yo, I don't want to take this. Mama, I say that I'm gonna say it every episode. Full circle. Do people have mental health issues because they can't read? Yo, it's like, yo, can you read? Because, wow. Yo, if you can read and write, I guess that's the first question. Like, you can you read and write? All right.
That would be major.
Yeah.
Major.
Because basically, you can get out of a lot of shit. Like, some things you can kind of get out yourself. Only if you have mental health issues and you didn't get it diagnosed from the doctor. These are the people I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah, because you know what? That's how we're going to get away with this episode. And if anybody watches for this long, they get to this point where it's like, now I got you. I'm talking about those who have mental health issues and never went to the doctor. Undiagnosed mental health issues. It's like, oh, really? Shit, me too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like, nah. I'm talking about those people. Could it be that you haven't picked up a book since you left school? And then some people, when we were in school, you haven't picked up a book neither. Because I know when I was in school, I didn't pick up no books.
You'll be surprised what it does for you.
Yo, I'm not beat. We're not about to start telling people to read. That's not happening.
Why not?
Nah. You know what you do? Don't read a book and start a podcast. That'd be fun.
I mean, honestly, I don't know. I enjoy it. Like learning.
New things. Yeah. Making yourself more valuable.
Trying to master yourself.
Yeah.
Become more valuable, right?
Right. Reading is not sexy. It's not cool.
To who?
Well, I'm just throwing it out there. Reading takes too much time. Like people rather go to like clubbing. Like what do you I like this. Like what are you telling people to do? Take hours out of their day, like segments out of their day to read a book that's going to better themselves?
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I got Lil Durk I can listen to on lunch. I got YouTube. I got Instagram. I got Netflix.
Okay. And what are those things going to do for you?
Give me mental health issues. But
Right.
Right. But that's too much stimuli. That's too much coming in and not necessarily
It's
like
a distraction from actual solutions.
mm-hmm.
That's what that is.
Damn. Solutions. I can't believe that. But the thing is, our solution, so many people already clicked off already. Because it's like, yo, these motherfuckers are talking about reading books. Like, First, I liked the podcast. They were talking about all the trendy stuff that everybody's talking about. Now they talking about reading books and shit. They go around with that shit. Like, all that, nah, but this is for real. Your mental health issue.
I mean, people don't want to hear. They don't want to hear it.
Right.
Why? Because they like to have the mental health issues.
Right.
Why? Because they use it as a way of getting attention.
Oh, so this is an attention thing. So how many likes do you get if you hashtag mental health issue on your pictures? Take a selfie.
That's a hashtag I've never used.
I got mental health issues.
But you know what? Let's check that.
Yeah,
Let's check how many posts are under mental health issues.
Yeah, I like this one. She's a mental. What does it say? If you're just joining us, we're talking today about mental health issues once again.
Mental health issues has 132,000 posts.
132,000. So it's not that popular. Or would that be considered popular?
I mean, that's pretty popular.
Yeah, but that's not. Those are one of the ones when they tell you do Instagram, you do something that's real popular and somewhat popular and then not that popular. That'll be like somewhat, right?
Look at this. Reasons mental health illness makes people so tired. Didn't I just say that these are the same people complaining that they're tired? Mm-hmm. And that's why they want to watch Netflix?
Wow. So, wow. Mental health issue makes people tired. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. Like, everybody doesn't have these issues, yo. Not the ones that they're talking about. Is this too general? Like, is this too vague? Like, it's just like, nah. They're talking about real stuff, man. Like real stuff.
Yeah.
Serious. You got to add that serious to the term. I got serious mental health issues. That's
so
the only
what would
way
you consider a serious mental health issue?
Like, we know the nameless one. We know an individual that we both were speaking of, and it's like, yo, she don't even know she got mental health issues. Like, we know, like, something wrong with this one, yo. You know what I mean? Something is wrong. It's like those people, and you never hear them talk about mental health issues. They swear they fine. They never say, like, yo, I got mental health issues. And if they did, then you kind of question it. Then, like, so you know something wrong with you, and you ain't trying to fix this.
So, do you think depression is a mental health issue?
I haven't been through like a serious depression, but I can like come up with some ideas in my head where I could see depression is like, people can suffer from depression. But you would just say that. That's what I mean. Like, so if somebody would be like and get mad at the episode, like, oh, they're just like bashing people that got mental health issues or talking. It's like, no. If you suffer from depression, you'll say you suffer from depression. I don't think you'll say I have mental health issues.
But depression is a mental health issue, though.
Right. So why don't you just say depression?
You would.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like if I was take out the mental part. If I had health issues, like, well, damn, why are you keeping it like so general? Now you're making me guess. Like, what is your health issue? Oh, you got diabetes. Okay, cool. You got diabetes. I know my cousin has diabetes.
So people who actually have been diagnosed use whatever term.
Oh, absolutely.
Diagnosed with.
Yeah, because then they separate themselves. That gives them even more like social like proof. Shoot, if I can go around and not say I got mental health issues and tell you like, Zella, I'm depressed. My doctor told me. Mm-hmm. I suffer from depression, and I have anxiety disorder. My doctor told me I have pills that I take for it. It's like they almost wear that shit like it's for, like it's real.
And it's crazy because I think that is the mental health issue. I think the fact that you want to have them so bad,
right,
it's the issue.
Yeah, like what happened to just keeping that shit a secret? Yeah, if you're not gonna kill yourself, keep it to yourself.
I guess because it's an excuse for your behavior. So let's say if you're
inaction, no action.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess it's an excuse for inaction because
if you're not doing
right,
what you're supposed to
because that's the
doing.
behavior we're talking about, not doing anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't. You become an adult. Nobody's on your back anymore. You take care of your bills. You do the standard stuff, and then now you ask yourself like, what the fuck? It's because we weren't put here to be slaves. If you work for somebody directly under somebody in a brick and mortar, whatever you're doing, you're sort of a slave. Like, just think about where you work as a plantation,
Right.
including myself. It's like a plantation. Like, that's what it would be back in the day. It's the same thing, you know.
Right. Different setting.
Different setting. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. And I say that to say, see, people got to watch the whole thing, because I always come like this when I say stuff. I say stuff perfectly to trigger people. I say that to say, your body, God, whoever you believe in, you weren't put here to, let's say, ShopRite, to stuff bags all your life, or to be a cashier your whole life and do that. You know what I mean? You weren't put here for that. I don't think so. I think that you were put here to, like, create something and for a purpose. Like, give yourself some purpose. Even if you don't, you give yourself a purpose, a meaning, something to live towards. If you don't have that, then you all everywhere with it. Whatever new comes around, you're that. Like, whether it's
I think
LGBTQ,
some
whether it's
people
mental health,
were meant to do.
you just whatever.
I think some people were meant to stuff bags at ShopRite. Unfortunately, no. Honestly, because
We need a bag stuffer. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
like,
but there are people, I guess. Damn.
but you have to recognize that, though. Like, no, I'm content with this. I'm happy. And you don't suffer from mental health issues because you're happy
Right.
doing those things. If you know that you're not happy doing that, get out of there.
Right.
Figure something else out.
But that's the hard part too.
Figuring it out.
Figuring out something else. I like I said, I feel lucky. I think that was I don't know, man. That shit came to me more like spiritually, and I'm not even like a God and Jesus type of person, but my favorite book, Conversations with God, changed my whole life. And it ain't even about God. Like, the book made me think I'm God. So I'm like, yo, I like this book. Like, this is dope. It gives me the power. So I feel lucky. Like, spiritually it came to me, but from reading, I got lucky. I always say luck, but it's like, yo, asking somebody to work hard, it's just like, yo, I'm not doing that no more. I don't believe in people. It's too hard. It's too hard. Like, yo, it's too hard. You can watch Netflix and chill and reserve all your energy. Why do you work so hard? Huh?
Why do you work so hard?
Oh, because I realized that I have to do something. You understand? I have to do something. There's no choice for me.
Why? Why couldn't you go to your 9 to 5 and come home and Netflix and chill?
I really don't know why I can't do that. To be honest with you, I can't answer that. Sometimes I want to chill. I just don't know how to do that.
What will your life look like if that's what you've been doing? Because people been doing this for a very long time. I'm sure your parents probably came home and watched TV.
Not really. But I know, I get what you're saying. But most people I do see come home and watch TV. Yeah. But it's hard. You're asking people to spend energy. That's what I think. That's what I think the scary part is. Energy, like.
Yeah, but you don't think it pays off? Like, let's say you sacrifice Netflix and chilling as much as you enjoy it. Let's say you sacrificed it for, I don't know, maybe 2 years. Who knows? Maybe less. And did something else. Something that's going to make you more valuable. You don't think something will come out of that that will in turn make you feel better about yourself, generate more wealth, and then now give you that extra time?
I know that it'll work, me personally, but here's the issue, and I like that we're talking about this. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't. I don't think you can do that. Like, I don't know if it's a right or wrong way. I don't think you can do that and be serious with it, and also be going out partying, having fun, Netflix and chill. I don't think you can mix the two.
That's fine, because by the time you've been doing it for 2 years, you probably have changed your mind already.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yo, I'm with you. I'm with you, but I just don't have faith in people. That's why I'm not a personal trainer.
I get it.
Yeah. I can't personal train nobody. Hell no. I know how easy it is to fucking not do it. I don't want to do it half of the time. I'm telling you to do it. I don't even want to go to the gym. I'm stuck. I got to look like this. You think I'm happy about that? Every time I fucking leave out of work, I have to put in so many hours. I'm going to go put in another 2 hours. I don't want to do none of that shit. But I have to look like this.
You have to.
I have to. You know what I mean? I have to. It may be a mental health issue, but that's a good one, right? Yo, are there good mental health issues? Yo, matter of fact, can it be pros and cons to mental health issues?
I think that when it comes to that is the coping. There's different ways of coping with the issues.
Right.
Some are beneficial. Some are
not beneficial.
Right.
Like,
some might make your life fucking worse.
I feel like I have like a type of compulsive behavior, like that anger, like, I got to get it out. But this gets it out for me. I found a way to refine that. Conversation gets it out for me. Mm-hmm. You know, if I was able to talk to somebody like while I'm playing a video game and express my feelings and stuff while I was playing it without somebody laughing and thinking it's a joke or like, you being a little, you know, maybe things could be different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, sometimes people just need somebody to talk to.
Right.
And especially with guys, like sometimes you never meet somebody that's real, like all the way. That could be.
That's the thing too. When you talk to someone, you have to be 100% real,
right?
Or else you can't get the help that you need.
Right.
Like me as a friend, if you weren't being 100% honest, then I'm gonna, go off your lies and tell you, give you advice for your lies. Right. How would that work?
Long time ago, a guy asked me, like, I asked the guy, like, yo, because my substitute teacher looked good. And I was wondering, like, and I was a kid, like, second grade, like, yo, how did you get with her? I wish I knew her name. He was like, man, you just got to be yourself. Every time we say be yourself, right? And that was like when I was in school. So a white dude told me that. So when I got to the urban community now, you know, and I'm talking to the like urban community about it, they helped me out too. They would say, you just got to let a woman know. And crazy thing, this is the craziest thing. The best pickup line for a woman is this. Once you meet her, you let her know this. Hey, look, I ain't shit. Once you do that, now it's like there's no expectation. It's like you decided to fuck with me. I told you I wasn't shit. You understand what I'm saying?
And that works.
It works because it's
the realness.
It's the realness. It's somewhat honest. It's like, yo, I make mistakes. I'm gonna make mistakes.
Right.
I want to make mistakes. I'm purposely making some of these mistakes, and I'm calling them mistakes. So I ain't shit.
Right.
People can understand that better than they can understand you trying to
lying.
I got mental health issues. It's like, but I'm saying, no, I'm not. That's this. Matter of fact, that's regular. That's regular. I heard that from the last 3 or 4 people. Matter of fact, yeah, I heard that from a lot of people. Like, that's just regular, man.
So there you go. Excuses versus realness.
Right. But I want like to get somebody on here that really like went to the doctor and they had the stuff so we could like talk to them like, wow, just listen, because at that point, you know, we would just listen,
right?
You know, because
see what it's really like for them,
right? Because it must be something where you can't control your mind enough to tell it like, no, we can get through this. This is what we're gonna do. This is our plan. So it's just probably like, you know, you don't even have that control. I don't even know what that's like. I
mean, there's a mixture of things that you can do. You can get on medication for your issues.
Right.
And then see a therapist. Therapists teach you ways to cope with your issues.
Coping mechanisms, right?
Right. Breathing techniques, how to relax, you know. And that helps people depending on what the issue is.
Right. I see this one therapist. I was scrolling on my Instagram and I like her. But the crazy thing is about me with Instagram, I don't go on all the time. But when people are too repetitive, it's just like it becomes like you become an avatar a little bit to me. It's like you're an avatar now. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's this lady, she's a doctor, right? And she suffers from all type of mental health issues. In my head, I'm like, you're a doctor, you suffer from the issues, you're able to fix yourself, you're able to cope with it, you're able to do all of this stuff. But you still suck. It's just weird, yo. It's like everything is for money, yo. Like, I love her because it's like, oh man, it's so dope. But you gotta let me know that with this post, there was no way, shape, and form that you would try to get like, you understand? I'm sure like trying to get business because they're good posts. But it's like you're a doctor with all these issues and you're able to fix your own issues. It's just like, damn, then you still have the issue again. Another post, you got the issue. It's like, damn, did you fix your issue, yo?
Like, yo, you still got the issue?
Like, I'm starting to think you really got a mental health issue. Like, yo, this doctor is crazy. I just find that interesting. Like, wow, okay. So you have to cope. You have to cope.
In a positive way.
Positive coping. Yeah.
Like, don't use ways that are going to make your issues worse.
Yeah. Yeah. No. But now, would you consider going through a breakup a mental health issue? A bad breakup?
I think.
See, hear me. Let's talk about these things. Is a bad breakup, going through a bad breakup, would that be considered a mental health issue? Like if you went through a bad breakup and basically you can't get it off your mind.
Yeah.
That's a mental health issue?
I think that could send you into a depression. Because it's a whole change in your life. Like, let's say you're so used to being with this person. Now you're away from this person. They're no longer there. You're missing something that you're so used to. It's a huge change. Yeah, I think you can be depressed. And then how your mind works is thinking all those negative thoughts and those sad thoughts that create a chemical in your brain to actually make you depressed.
Right. So that's depression.
Yes.
I get it. But it's not a broad, I got mental health issues. Like, no, you depressed, right?
Right.
I'm guessing. Like, I don't know. Like, you're depressed. Like, I have depression, suffering from depression. You know, got a lot of things in my past and things I went through.
You have to find a way to cope.
Yeah. So people that, what is it called when you, that's not gaslighting, no? When you say you got a mental health issue, like, you know, if just saying you got mental, because that's the thing now.
You can use it as gaslighting if it's not true and you want to make the other person feel bad.
So how true is it if you didn't go to the doctor? Unless you decided you're a pretty good doctor.
It could be just an assumption that could be true, though.
The doctor definitely going to let you know it's true because you're going to get paid.
Right. Because a lot of people get diagnosed from depression just off you telling them your symptoms. They'll ask you a few questions like, you know, what do you do in your spare time? How often do you cry? Do you enjoy, you know, whatever it is that you do on a daily? And from those answers, they'll be like, oh yeah, you're depressed. So the same way, you can actually Google, am I depressed? They'll give you a list of symptoms. If you're suffering from this, you could be suffering from depression.
So you can Google this shit, and then now you know WebMD yourself?
Yep.
See, that's the issue. I'm with them now, and they want to cancel Google. I want to cancel Google. This is the reason why people have mental health issues. They're Googling, do I have mental health issues? Right. It's
just like the mental health issues that we were talking about, like, 2 episodes ago? And you went through the whole list.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I realized I had mental health issues.
Right.
I suffer from mental health issues. But mine would sound like I recently realized that I suffer from a lot of mental health issues, just like everybody else. And it just makes me more and more American. More and more American. Hashtag mental health issues.
So do you think that mental health issues are an American thing? Do you think that maybe other countries aren't really suffering from mental health issues so much? And what is it about America that gives people mental health issues? Does America not want us to win or something?
No, it's just like a lot of people, I don't know. It's just, it depends on the age for me. Depending on what age you're going through these mental health issues. Like if you're young, pretty young, like, you know, you didn't hit 30 yet and you got mental health issues, it's like, in my mind, I'm more geared towards like, I know, yo, life is hard. I know, like, you know what I'm saying? This shit getting hard after 20. You're like, yo, this shit is crazy. And if you look at the scale, like, that's usually your most unhappy years anyway, right? So I think mental health issues are going to coincide with what they say scientifically is your most unhappy years, like where you just start going down. And I believe it's like in the 20s, and then like it starts like slowly go back up like later on. So if you're in the 20s,
Does it?
yeah,
I don't know.
I know. I actually saw that. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna I'm be confident enough to know that I'm somewhat like on the right path with that. Like, so during those years, you're going through the worst times of your life. Like, so many different things are changing. You're becoming more and more an adult. You're seeing things different. So I can get that, you know. But now when you're in your 30s and a little over in your 30s, you're going into your 40s and you got mental health issues. I think that has to do a lot from what you've done in those like in your 20s, like up to that point, because you are, no matter how you think and how you put it, you are the sum of all your thoughts. So the reason why
Right.
you're in the position you're in, I would say, is as far as mentally, is because of your thoughts. These are your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So
You've been thinking wrong.
for years, for years, you know what I mean? What happens when you don't take care of a cavity for years? It becomes a big ass problem. Like, you know what I mean? And now that's what's happening. Like, you got a big ass cavity in your mindset that you've never fucking fixed. And it's just like, oh shit, I got mental health issues, yo. It's like, nah, you don't got mental health issues. You was spoiled most of your life. You never had to do anything. Now you're on your own. You started paying bills. You thought that was good enough, and then that's not good enough because, like, you ain't, like you said, you ain't maximizing that vessel, that body. Like you're yearning to do something. I think we were talking earlier, right? Where you were saying, what were we saying? I don't say, like, you know what, that person was probably good with their hands. It's not even about the what were we saying? Somebody was doing something. Or we saying you could do whatever, like what your purpose is, right?
Cooking.
Cooking or whatever, or yeah, cooking or being a mechanic, right? Or open up your own mechanic shop. Like, you would never know you're good with your hands like that until you had to do something. So that's
Using them.
until you start using them, and like have to forcefully use them. And I think that's what it takes with anything.
But it first takes for you to put that in your mind, right? Because it's like kind of like your mind controlling the whole situation.
Right. Like some people, I feel like their mental health issues, if you would hear about it and you listen to them, like hypothetically, like let's say if it's like a certain type of individual that suffers from like anxiety or depression, right? You can kind of see like a stronger individual like getting through that a little bit better, you know. So, and this may suck, but you know, this is what this conference content's about. Like standard health issues, mental health issues, I kind of dismiss them. Like, to be honest with you, I'm sort of fascinated by the people that have mental health issues who talk and articulate stuff, and it's like, damn, yo, because it's like your issue is like, you're just so hyper conscientious, you know too much. And it's like, yeah, those are the people where it's like, yo, what is, I'm interested in those issues because like, yo, you sound fine. What the fuck do you mean you got issues? Those are more, honestly, this is more, what is it? This is the scroll life. That gets my attention more. That gets my attention for more than a minute. You tell me about your mental health issue, literally in my head, I just swipe past you. I couldn't leave you because you're in my face. But if you were on social media, and it's like it's mental health, say mental health. Oh, damn. This guy, well, how does he have a mental health issue? Like, you know what I mean? I personally, that's just me.
You can't even tell though, because look at the people that commit suicide, right? Nobody knew that they had a problem.
Right.
Everybody thought that they were doing great. I just talked to this person the other day. They seem fine.
They just hung himself.
So you don't know. And my thing is, okay, you were talking about thoughts, right? And how thoughts change your life if you change them. How do people with these mental health issues change their thoughts? A lot of them say they can't control their thoughts, and that's the problem. So they would know how to articulate these issues, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they can control their thoughts.
Right. I like those people better. Me, they're more entertaining. I'm using the wrong word. Not entertained. What is it? Well, I'm just more interested in their story because it's like, wow, like you're giving me more than just telling me you got a mental health issue. Like,
right.
I'm scrolling past those. Just like, so I'm scrolling past. But when somebody, it's like, yo, you can clearly articulate. You seem fine. Like, what do you mean? Like, are you clean up? Okay, you know what? They're probably not going to just say mental health issues. They're going to say I suffer from this, which is a mental health issue.
And they're probably going to break it down to you.
You hear what I said? I suffer from this, and this, and this, and these are mental health issues. It's not just I got mental health issues. It's like, okay, next. Like, what exactly, depression, anxiety, or whatever the case it is, or deep, whatever it is. And it's like, oh shit, let me hear about this shit. Maybe I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, hold up, what is this? This is something that's deep. But surface level stuff, it's like, a lot of times it seems like, you're dealing with standard thinking people, and surface level stuff with standard thinking people. It's just like, I think,
Who just don't want to do something about it.
Right. Like, you're supposed to be able to get over that, bro. I don't give a fuck. I mean, that's how it sounds. Like, when it's like, oh, nobody's respecting that.
Right.
I'm sorry. Like, nobody's
How
feeling
could
sorry
you?
for you. Nobody's doing
Like,
nothing.
You have a mental health issue. It's your responsibility to do something about it.
Right.
At least educate yourself on it.
Right. Oh, God. Here you go with educating yourself.
I'm saying.
Now you got to read.
Okay, let's say you're in a relationship and now your partner comes to you. Hey, I have a mental health issue. What are you going to do? Because now your mental health issues are going to affect this person that you're with, right? You have to do something about it. And if you don't educate yourself on what is wrong with you, how could you even help yourself? You might be making this other person miserable with your mental health issues. It's a lot.
It is, but back to what I was saying. Like, you're asking people to read. Like, I just don't. Like, Gisela, I'm not with that, yo. Nobody's reading books. I tell people about reading books all the time. That shit don't seem cool.
That's what it takes to do the uncool stuff.
You know how dope that'd be if somebody tells you about the issue that they have and they tell you how they're working through it? Like, they're telling you the issue because they want to talk about, this is the conversation to talk about. Not like, I got mental health issues, feel sorry for me.
Right.
It's more like, yo, I got mental health issues, but check that shit out I'm doing. I got this book, and this book, and this book. I'm doing this. Every Wednesday I do this just so because it helps with my X, Y, and Z. Tuesday I do this, la, da, da. And it's like, oh, shit, that's dope.
Right.
But let's see, now I'm not scrolling no more. Now I'm stopping. I'm like, oh, this is what this person doing. Oh, that's cool. Dope. But this mental health issue, come on, bro. Everybody got that. Get to the nitty gritty.
Not the nitty gritty.
Get to the nitty gritty, yo. What the fuck is your problem? Oh, shit. It's about that time, yo.
Is it?
Almost. It's out.
Oh, wow. You were on point.